YouTube. Took my kayak out today for 3 or 4 hours. Just got it unloaded. Carries very well here on this little Z3, 97 Z3. Strap it on top, no problem. Just got it unloaded, now I got to clean it up. But the way I attach it, I've got a rope with loops in both ends. It's attached to the frame under the hood. I've got loops with a rope with loops in both ends attached to the lock in the trunk. And I've got loops coming here, which are tucked under the top right now on both sides. So I tie it down in 3 places. A triple loop, the top, single loop, run it through the handles. Don't put a lot of pressure on the handles because you really don't need to. It's really secure on the top. So what I got to do now, I got to clean it. Went out and caught about 5 pounds of fish, 3 fish, equal about 5 pounds. Didn't take a lot of equipment. Life jackets, paddles, tackle box, which I've already unloaded. Took 3 rods. Caught bass today on a spinnerbait and Texas rigs. Fly rods, caught a little brim. Didn't spend a lot of time fishing the fly rods today. So now I gotta clean it. The way I clean my kayak, you know, a lot of people use sponges. I just use a chamois. I think a chamois holds more water than most sponges. Lasts a lot longer, softer. Or you can buy what I call fake chamois, which is about 1/3 of the price. Not real dirty, but I gotta get my equipment out, wipe out any mud, and that's about it. So what we're going to do now is remove this equipment and then we'll wipe it down. So now that I've got it unloaded, I went ahead and vacuumed it out with this dirt double as much as I could. Get any of the loose mud that was on my shoes. Didn't get into a lot of mud today, so it's not going to be real hard to clean. But I think it's important to keep it clean. It'll start getting ugly. Grit will start working in on the plastic. And it's not going to be a good result from that. So it's always good to clean. It doesn't take a long time. I mean, it's not like you're washing a car, spending 8 hours on your car. Just a few minutes on it, clean it up. Didn't open my air tights today, so probably won't do much cleaning in there. Just wipe a few things off. Keep my finger out of the way of the camera, it'd be a lot better. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I've got my chamois wet. It'll hold a lot of water, so you can see a lot of little mud down in there. Not a lot, but some, so give it a quick wipe over, and then I'll hang it on the wall. Maybe even take it out again tomorrow. I had a honey-do list I had to deal with today. And I do mean a honey-do list. We have a health store and we had to go get some all-natural raw honey. Our customers love it, so rather been fishing, but I got them both done. Looking forward to going out again tomorrow. I work 3 days a week. My wife calls that to my attention that sometimes she don't consider what I do work, but it's more work than fishing, I'll tell you that. So let's go ahead and clean it. Okay, so I got it wiped down. Didn't get into a lot of mud today, wasn't real dirty. I always want to do the bottom. I'll do the bottom when I get it secured on the wall with my ropes. Also, when you clean it, it's a good time to check your any attachable gear you've got, like bungees. Make sure they're all tight. I noticed one of my rod holders lost its clip. That's what it's supposed to look like. And that's what the one that lost its clip looks like. So I'm gonna have to replace my clip. No problem, got plenty of them. Check your handles, make sure your handles are secure. Drain plug. Inside. And you may want to wipe out a little of the fish meal. I mean, hey, fishermen don't have a problem with that. Some of the spouses do, but that's just something they're going to have to deal with, I reckon, getting married to fishermen. Now that I've got the kayak clean, I got to clean my paddles. Got a little mud on them. My expensive $24 paddles, of which I'm impressed. Probably won't keep these forever, but they're doing the trick right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll clean these up, hang it up, and wash the bottom. It'll be good to go for another one. Don't underestimate no limits. It's a great kayak for the money, so I highly recommend it, as well as a lot of other people that have used them and have them. So we'll go ahead and take care of those paddles. Okay, I got the paddles clean. What I did, I hosed them off. Usually the best way to get mud off, and then dried them off with my chamois. As you can see, they're clean now. I know I didn't mention earlier, but I am a big Bama fan. Hope that doesn't offend anybody. Got two sons. One graduated Georgia Tech. He's a big Bama fan. My oldest son's diehard Auburn fan. So we are a house divided when it comes to college football. I grew up not far from Tuscaloosa, a place called Utah in Greene County, Alabama. Got to watch Joe Namath play on Saturdays. Some of the Kenny Stabler, Leroy Jordan. Used to go to the ball games. My dad would take me to the ball games. We'd get there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we were the first people in the parking lot. Got to get there early. Got to watch the team warm up, he said. Got to watch the bear come out on the field and lean on the goalpost and talk to God. But whatever he was doing was working. And I'll just go ahead and say a big roll tide. RTR. So as you can see, I got it up on the wall with the same ropes. I don't hang it up real high, just enough pressure on the ropes to get it off, take a little weight off the kayak. Doesn't put a lot of extra pressure on the hooks, but it works. And as you can see, the bottom is dirty, so we're gonna wipe it off, and then we'll be done. Of course, your dip net, you can always rinse it off, get the fish smell off of it as much as possible. Your life jacket, wipe it down with a sponge, and your seat covers, and it's all clean. We're good to go for another day. Ready to go fishing again. Where I grew up, there were two rivers that one went around one side of the county, one went around the other side, so it wasn't hard to fish. Grew up fishing, fished all the time I was there, loved it. Backwater, river, most of it was done in a boat, but I now much prefer the kayak. Much. So we'll go ahead and wipe the bottom off, and then we'll see what happens from there. So there you have it. Clean bottom of the boat. Inside and out, good to go. Cleaned my anchor off, as I mentioned earlier in another video, that I did have two of these together. Then I went with one today. Was okay, but I'll probably go back to the 2. Not that much extra weight. There's a attachment that I use. Just hook it to the boat, as I showed. Wind it up on this little cord carrier here, and we're good to go. Works great. One other thing that I'll mention about the paddle, the 2-part paddle, turn them up on the end and let them drain out real well. You don't want water in there. That's probably cause some problems down the road. So there you have a clean kayak, ready to go again. Might be tomorrow. Hopefully it will be. Thanks for watching, YouTube.